We're,
Live.
we're live. It's always so funny when we press the button because we get so excited about it.
It's ridiculous and amazing. Every time it works, we're like, we're live.
I know.
Yes.
Good morning, Shannon. How are you today?
Good morning to you. I am great. How's it going?
Going well. Yeah, just plugging away. I know you're super busy today, so I've got a cool new piece of tech to demo and try out with you today. So,
I am so excited. Let's get this shindig started.
all right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Let's see here. Find my tab.
While you're pulling it up, I don't think you even know what I'm doing today, but this morning
Let me
I'm
know.
speaking about AI readiness. I'm delivering an AI readiness framework to the American Medical Facilities Professionals Group.
That's awesome.
I know.
Congratulations. Sounds so
Thanks.
cool. You'll have to
I'm
let me know
excited.
how. So this may be something that they might be very interested in. Today we're looking at NotebookLM, which is an experimental product by Google. It's been out for some time, but the really big news this week is they just launched a new feature called Audio Overview, which is
Uh-oh.
cool. So essentially, and I'll walk through it here really quickly, but what we're going to be able to do is provide sources to Notebook. From there, you can create a ton of different types of pieces of content, which is really cool. You can create FAQs, you can do overviews and things like that, all from different sources that you provide. And then now with the click of a button, you can create a 2-person conversational podcast with audio in minutes, which is crazy. I was playing around with it last week.
Okay, hold on. What now?
Super cool. So let's just dive in. I'll show you here. So when you log in, you just need a Google account. You can toggle through, and there's light mode and dark mode and all that stuff. I like dark mode. Everything I've set is easier on the eyes for me. But so
I'm always surprised when somebody uses light mode as their default.
Yeah, I know it's tough. For some reason, I like my email light mode. I don't have my email in dark mode. My Drive and everything else is in dark, but for whatever reason, I do like my email light, which is weird. But so to create a first notebook, you've got a couple different options. They've got some example notebooks you can use down here just to test out, but you can upload your own documents. You can convert material into formats like I mentioned earlier, frequently asked questions or briefing docs. And then you can add different resources to the notebook so you can share with your friends or your organization. But when we hit create here, it's super, super simple. It connects right to Drive, which is nice. So if you already have maybe any type of PDFs, documents, knowledge bases for your organization, you can feed it this information and then kind of expand on there into different types of marketing plans, notes, anything. You can insert links via website, which is really cool. We'll probably do that today just for example purposes. And you can even just copy and paste in text. Let's say you've got a bunch of different emails on a specific topic and you want to just plug those in there. You can just paste it in. So they're going to give you a source limit up to 50 here, which is good. But let's take a kind of trending topic here. I don't know if you've been following, but I've been kind of reading up on robotics is really big right now. There's a big push for robotics. Neo was just announced, which is this humanoid robot that they're planning to get into homes maybe as early as next year. Apple itself is making a huge push into the robotic space. So we're going to start to see a lot of cool new technology come out, physical technology in the home. So let's just say I wanted to learn about that, and I wanted to just kind of paste in some of these websites. We'll use 1X's Neo website. We'll insert that source here. It's going to come in and automatically, you'll see here, which is super cool. We can ask Notebook to help create an FAQ, a study guide, contents. It gives me a summary, which is really cool. And then it's going to provide some suggestions here, like what are the similarities between Neo and Eve, which is their V1 robot that's already been in manufacturing and out there working, which is really cool too. You should check out. And then now we have this new deep dive conversation with 2 hosts, but I want to give it a little bit of a spin here and pull in, let's say, like a Bloomberg article from another source. So if I come up to the left-hand side here, I can add, again, go back to my docs or put in another link, add in the Bloomberg article, insert that. Now we have 2 different sources here. And then we can say, all right, let's just take a look at the differences. You can do some suggestions here. Let's click in and see, what are the capabilities and advancements that enable it. It's going to generate some of that information for us. and kind of put together the notebook guide for us, which is really cool. With sources, we can save these to the note. This is the key advancements in its capabilities. So let's pin this to the note, which is great. Yeah, this is extremely robust and advanced in terms of capabilities and functions. As you can see, it just spits out like everything. Can Neo be my personal assistant? Yeah, super cool. So let's actually dive into the conversational aspect of it. So we hit generate here.
This is the part I'm the most excited about. I am.
It might take a few minutes, so I'll go ahead and kind of clear some of this stuff out. It's working in the background, so it's like, hey, no need to stick around, which I like here.
Right.
You're able to just kind of go back through and then kind of check out the notes and see what it, what it generated. You can expand here. So we have two sources. View in chat. I have not. Oh, so you can give it a little kind of like an LLM aspect here, which is pretty cool. Chat with it, and then just keep adding sources if we wanted to, which is really nice.
So this is like, wow, I can think of multiple applications for this, and this is one of the reasons why I love that we just surprise each other with this, because my heart is pounding right now. My palms are sweating. What in the world? So you could use this as a study guide. You could feed it multiple sources to try to understand, two different sides or multiple different sides of a conversation. Whoa, Jason, this is insane. I've not seen or heard of this one yet.
Yeah, pretty cool. Like I said, the notebook feature has been around for a little bit while. This just dropped, I think, let's see, maybe last week, I think just last week or so. This was kind of a new function, and it came across one of the newsletters that I'm signed up for, and I said, oh, I'll go check this out. This is pretty cool. So it looks like it's still thinking here, which is kind of cool, but it might take a little bit to generate that audio. But then if I go back into I didn't title it, but we can kind of see here. If I go back, it'll start saving my notebook. So then you can start to stack those over the course of a period of time. And then if we come back to our guide here, it's still thinking. I guess it's still going to take a little bit longer than expected, but that's okay. But yeah, so I think even
you can share these just from your Google Drive. Like you could just share this with somebody.
I'm assuming so if we go to again, it's new to me, but I think we can use the Google Docs or Google Slides from Drive to create our sources. So to feed it information.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that once it's up and running, there should be a share functionality here. Let's see if we can dive in a little bit deeper and check that out. If not, that would be a nice feature to add. Because let's just say I have an output and I want to give that to my team or whoever. That would be a great resource.
Oh, for sure. I'm thinking there is, a commercial application here. Obviously, you could use this to distill content, to understand something that's happening, to get sort of a Cliff's Notes version of something that's very long. I also can see a personal application here. Let's say we were planning a trip to, I don't know, Croatia, and we could feed it multiple different articles about things to do and see. And then really, I see a really good education component here for, loads of reading or trying to study for a test. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see here. You can copy. It looks like you can copy. You can save the output. So it goes back to that conversational. So what are the societal impacts? And then it'll give me the answer. And then I can save them to my note. So now, as you can see, I'm starting to kind of use some of these prompted questions and then save them to this note. And then I have all my notes, over time here that I can go back and check out. So it's pretty cool. It looks like we've got our podcast ready, and it's 10 minutes. We're not going to have all the time for that, but I'm going to hit play. We're going to see kind of what our conversational podcast on robotics in the home consists of. Ready?
Oh, I'm excited.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I can't hear it though.
Oh, no. Can you hear it?
No.
Oh my God. I can hear it on my end, and it's got the announcer voice. There's a male, there's a female.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm wondering if I can share the audio here.
Wow, this is so cool. Okay, so how great is this, right? You need to prepare yourself for something like today, in a few minutes, I'm about to go speak on an AI readiness framework to
Yeah.
apply to an organization. And typically, when I am headed in to speak at a presentation, I am listening to a podcast. I'm listening to somebody else's take. I'm trying to refresh myself. Sometimes I'm listening to a time that I already spoke on the topic. How fun would this be, to listen to say, hey, here's my 4 sources for something I'm about to present. Wow. Whoa.
Yeah, super cool. I'm a little bit bummed that our StreamYard is not picking up the audio, but what I will do is after this, because this is being pushed out LinkedIn, YouTube. I'll go ahead and then I'll post it online. I'll put it in LinkedIn and I'll put the audio file in there and see if I can stream that out there with a link back here so people can check out the demo and then they can listen to the audio after the fact and see what it came up with.
This is fantastic. And there is so much research out there showing switching a male voice and a female voice helps people to learn and retain better. So the fact that it has that already wrapped in is pretty cool. Interested to see, how these audio components might mature so you could sort of change up the type of voice. But this makes a lot of sense because I do follow 2 different websites for new SaaS that's being built with AI. And one of them in the past week has had so many podcast production apps. And I bet this is why. This is why.
It's great. And it's like, I kind of like, I'm envisioning like these 2 created individual personas becoming like these well-known voices, like, right. We don't have probably getting a face at some point because then you can go back to, many of these different platforms and create video or something visual for them as well, which is pretty cool. But
for sure.
Earlier, I think conversational learning is, this newer kind of thing that's been emerging, and there's a lot of studies and things on it as well, which I think is pretty interesting. And imagine like, oh, I have drive time and I need to really kind of deep dive into this particular topic. Spin up a podcast, listen to it on your way, to your meeting or to work, and just kind of really digest that information in yet another really cool way. So
stop. I mean, the future is now. This is wild to me. I absolutely love this.
We can't keep up fast enough with everything that's dropping. It's like every week in my inbox, I'm seeing something that is new, and it's like replacing something from last week or making it better. And it's pretty cool. So I'm glad we're able to do this. And I know you have to run, and I hope you have a great presentation and speaking engagement. So let me know.
Thanks for showing this to me. This has, I mean, honestly, my heart is beating at a rapid pace, and it reminds me of a Bill Gates quote that actually my friend Ian Gotts reminded me of last year at Life Sciences Dreamin', which I can't wait for. And it was something like, I'm going to butcher it, but it was something like, when you're in the middle of innovation for 2 years, it doesn't feel like anything is happening. But if you look at a 10-year span, you'll sort of be blown away. And that's how I feel about the things we keep unboxing week after week, which is there are so many ways to find productivity and to really push yourself forward that AI is enabling. And I am so happy that we were doing this so that I can be surprised and delighted every Tuesday morning.
For sure. We'll be sending each other different podcasts that we create here. So
I can't wait. This is about to get ridiculous.
All right, Shannon, go knock it out of the park. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
See ya.